Hello, everyone, and may the Lord of love and peace bless you all. Today, our topic about why people leave Islam. Now, I saw somebody send me a link about videos of people speaking why they left Islam, and some of them are titled that they left Islam because they spoke to me. Now, is it really because they spoke to me or because Islam is stupid? I think because Islam is stupid. I'm just a person who deliver information and show people what they cannot see. But the truth is, people are leaving Islam because Islam is a stupid cult. If Islam is not a stupid cult, there's no way those people will leave Islam anyway. And no way you can convince people that they are following the wrong stupid belief. So when you see people calling me life and decide to leave Islam, as you see in the videos, tons of them, that's not really because a Christian prince he made them leave Islam. It's because Islam is stupid. And if Islam is stupid, I mean, what we can do? Stupidity, I mean, is rejected. And there is no way God we believe in, and yet he is stupid. And there is no way a prophet we follow, yet he is stupid. So it is not really Christian prince who make those Muslims. You will see tons of videos and copied by you guys of people leaving Islam live on air, or even people making videos saying I decided to leave Islam because I spoke to Christian prince. The fact is bigger than this. The fact is, when you follow a stupid cult, especially when you got shocked by information you thought is not there. I received a message in Skype from a Muslim, and I hope he will be the next person to leave Islam. And this is how always things started. They challenge me and then they leave Islam. Not a single person who decide to leave Islam, like I say, most of them, maybe 95% of them, they left Islam after debating me, let us say a harsh debate, including calling me names. This person, he says to me that I did lie about the story of Zulqarnain, which is Alexander the Great. He said that I said the story in the Quran saying that Allah stating that the sun set in a murky water. And he is saying no. Islamic interpretation shows that this is how it appears in the eyes of this man, that the sun set in a murky water. And it's not the Quran saying that the sun setting in murky water. And just to show take his side in this argument, he is not talking to me, so we have to show why he is saying what he is saying. We will go to the tafsir and we will read the story from the tafsir. As you see, this is the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan, chapter 18, verse number 86. And here in the tafsir you will see this is a Jalalain saying, until he reached the setting of the sun, where it set, he found it sitting in a muddy spring, Ainun Hamia, a spring containing ham or hama, sorry, which is a black clay, it is sitting on the spring, described as seen from perspective of the eye. For otherwise, it is far larger than the size of the world. And he found it that the spring of like this is how he see it. I mean, this is how it appear. You need to take to your consideration that Al-Jalalain is a kind of moderate scholar who explained the Quran. So now it's confirmed to him that this is garbage, cannot be true. If we go and search what year Al-Jalalain was exist. Oh, sorry, you guys, you don't see the screen. Forgive me for that. Okay, now you see the screen. So do you see here what it says? So he's saying, well, if this is what the Quran is saying, why Al-Jalalain is saying that? Al-Jalalain is a person who came long after Muhammad, and now we have science proving that this is garbage. So how Al-Jalalain can be a Muslim defending Islam? If you remember my debate with Dr. Rohi from Al-Azhar University, he said, you know, the tafsir is made to defend, to fix a problem, to defend Islam. To fix a problem is not really meant to explain as much as to fix a problem. So when the Muslim scholars, they claim something, it's very easy for someone like me to get them busted, even if it's a Jalalain. Let us go first to Arabic section in this website, Islamic government website of the Kingdom of Jordan. And let us see Tafsir al-Jalalain in Arabic. Al-Jalalain exist in the year 864, as you see, of Hijrah. Okay, add 650 years something to it. That's mean that this book is written, you know, not really long time ago. Six centuries ago, or even less. So, and that explain why the more the explanation of the Quran, the more it's close to our time, the more it is trying to solve problems and to defend, but not to say the truth. But let me show you how I can get a Jalalain busted. Very easy. If we go back to the verse, chapter 18, verse number 86, you will see and this is the problem, by the way. Muslims don't see, don't even read, because if you read, you will see right away. Aren't you Muslims always, they say to us, read the verse before it? Don't you? Don't you Muslims always says to me, don't take things out of context, and don't, why you are not reading the verse before it or the verse after it? So if we read the verse before it, it says وَمَكَّنَّا لَهُ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَأَتَيْنَاهُ مِنْ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ سَبَبًا. And here the translation is funny. If we go to the same interpretation at Jalalain for the same verse, what Jalalain will say? Let us read together. Chapter 18, verse number 84 this time. So we go back. We change the verse from 86 to 84. Read carefully with me, all the Abdul. Indeed, we empowered him throughout the land by facility, etc. And for him journey, and therein we gave him everything in which might have need a way, a route to lead to which, or to that which he sought. Allah, he sponsored this man. Allah, he supported this man. Allah, he guided this man. So how this man, he will see the sun sitting in the murky water? If we go back to verse number 86, explained by Al-Jalalain himself, look what Al-Jalalain he said. The Quran is saying that he found it sitting in a spring of water. Now, how in the world somebody he can see the sun sitting in a spring of water in the eye perspective? You tell me. You see, when they try to defend, because they are infected by Islam, and the infection don't make them think right. How in the world any human being can see the sun sitting in a spring of murky water? It's not even the ocean, it's not even the sea. It is a spring of muddy water. And he is the one is saying to you how it is. The same interpretation saying what he saw. What he saw? He saw the sun sitting in a murky water. At the same time, in the same interpretation, look what he said. He found it sitting. He did not see it. Who is the one is talking saying he found it? It is Allah. So Allah is reporting the find, is not reporting what he saw or he thought. When I say to you, I will tell you what happened to us when we went 2 months ago to Texas. And I go and I say, okay, we went to a place where the cowboy, they ride the cows, and I found something that is a find. I found. But if Allah is saying Christian Prince he found, there's nowhere Allah is going to be mistaken about what the finding is. Do you understand, guys? Are you following with me? Who is the one saying he found it? You see, it cannot be himself speaking here, because the Quran says, حتى بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها. He found it. It's not the guy saying I found it, it's Allah saying he found it in the Quran. This is not in the interpretation now. He found it sitting in a murky water. Now, murky water is not an ocean. It says it clearly, it's Aynun Hamia, it's a spring of water. So what do you mean from the eye perspective that somebody he saw or he thought the sun is sitting in murky water? That is the most stupid argument ever. Now, to get them more busted, all Islamic scholars, especially the old ones, agree that this is how it is. And this is again empower my argument that the more you go far from Muhammad time, the more Muslims try to hide in the interpretation what it says. Especially it says there, actually, even if we go to Al-Jalalain, hold on. Look at this. He found near it people who live there. He found near that water people who live there. He found near where the sun set people live there. If we go back to the verse, just to show you how silly the Muslims trying to defend the Quran. It says until he reached the sitting place of the sun. Who is the one who's talking? Allah. Allah said, they are asking you about Dhul Qarnayn. Say, I shall recite to you or tell you about him some of his story. And then he said, till when he reached the sitting place of the sun. It is not Zulqarnain saying until I reach. It is Allah saying till he reached. Do you see it, guys? People, do you see what I'm talking about? If the verse does not mean that really he found the sun sitting place, then why Allah, not the man saying till when he reached the sitting place of the sun? Hold on. There is no way to reach the sitting place of the sun unless there is a sitting place for the sun. Correct? It's not the guy saying that until I reach a place I thought, or it is Allah now talking, saying till when he reached the sitting place of the sun and he found it. The one is talking still is Allah. Until now the guy did not even talk. Do I need to go to anywhere to find where the sun set? The sun sets everywhere. Do we agree, guys? The sun set everywhere. So what the Quran talking about here, that he have a discovery. He found where the sun set. Otherwise, everybody had the sunset in his home. You do not need to go anywhere. You can sit in your ass and stay in home and look from your window and you will see the sunset. I do not need to go to China. I do not need to go to Brazil. I do not need to go to Asia to see where the sun set. It is set everywhere. Who is the one saying till when he reached the sun, the sitting place of the sun? It's Allah. Do you see, guys, how we get them busted? And we are not done yet. We have even more horrible news for the Abdul. As usual, their prophet, he cannot stop talking and making poo-poo. So Muhammad, he decided to help Christian prince to get them busted. Thank you, Muhammad, for being my helper. This is Muhammad himself. This is who? This is Muhammad himself. This is not Al-Jalalain. This is not Ibn Kathir. This is not Fufu. This is not Mimi. This is not Mimi Burka. This is Muhammad saying, I was sitting behind the messenger of Allah who was riding his donkey while the sun was setting. And now Muhammad decided to expose his identity, that he is a scientist. He worked for NASA, but in this case NASA of Allah. So he said, who said that? Don't tell me now, Muhammad, he thought. Don't tell me that you Muslim, do you know the Quran meaning more than your prophet? Look what Muhammad he said. He asked, do you know where this set? Talking about the sun. I replied, Allah and his apostle know best. He said, it's set in a spring of warm water. Do you see Muhammad saying that this is how he thought? Unless you want to say to me that Muhammad himself do not know what Allah he meant in his Quran, and you Muslims, you know better. So please, for the sake of the hot spring water, stop lying and defending the fool. Defending the fool will make you look, should I say fooler? I don't know if that's correct in the English. Oh, somebody send me this picture. I think this is made by the opposite prophet, because I think this is his icon. So this is the prophet. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. So, you know, you can do as much as you want. You can try your best You can try to fool people. You can do whatever. Use your imaginary. Says, oh, does not mean that. It's mean imaginary thing. He thought. It doesn't say that. Even your prophet, he confirmed. He confirmed that this is exactly what the Quran is saying. Unless you want to say to me that your prophet was really a stupid idiot who do not know what he's talking about, and you Muslims are the one who can explain the Quran and the meaning of the Quran. Muhammad, he cannot. And by the way, you cannot say to me that this is da'if. You remember the joke of da'if? Da'if. Anything is embarrassing, they say it is da'if. By the way, da'if is still accepted. So the gentleman who sent me a message in Skype calling me names, I call him gentleman, hoping he will leave Islam after this video. Why you are saying to me I'm lying? You just said, and you just admitted that Muhammad is a liar too, because it's your prophet who said that. Do we have any Muslim he have the courage and the knowledge to give me a call? Anyone? By the way, some of you, I saw your comment saying that Abbas, the guy who call us from time to time, he sound like a decent man. I have to tell you that Abbas is not a decent at all. He's a big fat liar. He's a big fat liar. But what he do, he played dumb. You know what, play dumb? Let me play stupid. Let me play I do not know. Like here, he sent me a message here in this CP. The objective of 929 is to pay jizya, not killing or conversion. Please don't make up things. Look what he said. The objective on 929 is to pay jizya. When the verse saying kill the Christians, kill the Jews until they pay jizya. So he just admitted that he's a prophet, is a gang leader. He want your money. You pay, you live. But is it really the objective? No, the objective is to humiliate the Christian, for they are not choosing to embrace Islam. All of them, they are liars, because this is the only way you can stay as a Muslim defending Islam, by lying. If you are honest for a second, you are in trouble. The objective of fighting the Christians is to pay the jizya. Is that the objective? What does that mean? Your prophet is a thief? I can stay not to believe on Allah as long as I pay him? Fight against such of those who've been given the scriptures, the Jews and the Christians, as believe not in Allah or the last day. So the reason is they don't believe in Allah or the last day. And by the way, this is confirmed the lies of the Muslims to be lies, because they say to us that the Christian in the time of the prophet, they believe in Allah too. It says in the front of you, because they don't believe in Allah or the last day, which means they don't believe in Allah, the God of Islam, and they do not believe in the last day of Islam. They believe in the God of Christianity, Yeshua al-Masih, and the judgment day when the Messiah will come, but we don't believe in the cult of Islam and their God. And here it's explained to you why the Muslim should kill them. Fight here is not fighting by shoes or sandals, is fighting by sword, which means kill them unless they pay the jizya. And you have to pay the jizya with humiliation. Why? Simply because you choose not to embrace Islam. You know, you can get better translation from their biggest scam, Ibn Kathir, where he explained why a Muslim should humiliate every Christian he see in the road, because simply this is the way of life in Islam. A Muslim, he should humiliate anyone is not a Muslim, even after they pay the jizya. Still you have to humiliate them. Pay the jizya they earned from the people of the book. Continue. What does that mean? Fight against those who believe in Allah, etc., etc., until they pay the jizya with willingness, submission, and feel themselves subdued. Therefore, when the people of the scriptures disbelieve in Muhammad, what happened? When the people of the scriptures disbelieve in Muhammad, they had no beneficial faith in any messenger or what the messenger brought. Rather, they followed their own religion because this is confirmed with their idea lost. So because we did not believe in Muhammad, because we disbelieve in Allah and his religion, Muhammad, he says, fight against them, those who don't believe in Muhammad. And then here it says, and those who acknowledge not the religion of truth, which is supposedly Islam. You're right. Among the people of the scriptures, Christians and Jews, this honorable ayah was revealed with the order to fight the people of the book after the pagans were defeated. So now Muhammad, he have time to kill the rest. Muhammad, you look around him, who left? He killed the people of Quraysh, or the one who oppose him, and now there's nobody except the Christian and the Jews. And when he became victorious, and there's actually a chapter in the Quran, it's called the chapter of Al-Fatih. When he became victorious, people, they enter Islam by waves. Why they enter Islam by waves? Because they are afraid to die. By waves, not by like 1,000, 2,000s, no, by waves, because the whole point is live or die. They did not enter Islam until Muhammad became victorious. People waited for the last second, refusing to enter Islam. But when the victory come, victory of what? Victory of war. People, they enter into Islam by like troops, like tens of thousands. Cities, counties, countries, because people want to live. And this is the method of Muhammad in order to force people to convert to Islam, is either kill them, in the case of the Christians and the Jews. He said to himself, actually a very smart idea. The reason, by the way, Muhammad, he come with this jizya thing, the Muslim, they were afraid after Muhammad, he killed all the businessmen who they are in Mecca and around Mecca, and most of the rich people, they flee for their life. The one who have money always the first one to flee. The poor, where he will go? He can't even afford to travel. Because of that, Muhammad, he come by the advice of Umar al-Khattab. Let us fight the Jews and the Christians who have a lot of money and force them to pay us money and income. And if they do, we will have a good, nice life, doing no job, and they work for us for the rest of their life. Actually, we can support that from the Quran and prove it. If you go in the Quran, the yellow pages of Muhammad, this search engine is really horrible. I know what's wrong with it. All right. Let us go. If you are afraid from being or getting poor or starving, because now we killed all those who make money, support us, etc. So what we will do, how we can really support those Muslims, how the Muslim can support themselves, how the Muslims can live after this. There are people who have no job, they are fighter to kill, they like to kill, and they live for killing. So how we can support them? I see there is a Muslim here trying to contact me. Call me, Abdul. I just added you. Give me a call. No? Okay. If you go in the Quran, my friend, the one who is saying, well, like how we know that this is what the verses are like they meant to talk about, that it's about money. The purpose of this war is about money. The guy who his name is Abbas, he just said the purpose of this attack is to pay the money. And actually, if you read the verses before it, it says that too. Read it carefully. If you fear poverty from the loss of the merchandise, their merchandise. What their merchandise? Merchandise of those who used to do business, and Muhammad, he killed them. So now we have no business. Mecca became a ghost town. Allah will enrich you. How? The verse after it says, go and fight the Christian and the Jews and make them pay money. Is it clear? People, isn't it clear? The verse before it's saying, if you fear that you will be poor because of the merchandise of those who you killed them and they are not doing business no more in Mecca, well, if you fear to lose and you have no more income, don't worry, Allah will reach you. And right away after that he says, go and kill the Christian and the Jews unless they pay you money. How clear we can make it more than this? And actually this is where the mafia and money protection coming from. When the Muslims occupy a part of Italy like Sicily, and then they've been kicked out. The criminals, they learn from the Muslims how to force people to pay money to live, and this is where the mafia business started. My friend, there is nothing. It's called somebody who sounds nice and somebody sounds satanic. Anyone believe in Satan, he is satanic, and this is satanic. To say to people, go kill somebody, kill people, and then the town became empty from all those who do business. And now we say to them, okay, you are afraid that you will be poor, go and attack the Christians and take their money, attack the Jews and force them to pay money. They are rich, they have money. So they might try to lie to you and try to fool you, and don't let the Muslims fool you by saying, hey, this guy, he sound nice. Actually, the nicer one is the sneaky, is the most dangerous, because he was able already to fool you that I am nice. What kind of a person is nice? He believe in this garbage that he have to kill me and force me to pay jizya. How nice he is. How even you convince yourself that he's nice. Imagine you say Christian Prince is nice and he believe he is going to rape my wife. He's very nice. I mean, isn't it, this is very silly? There's a guy who believe in raping your wife, kidnapping your children, take them as slaves, and killing you and taking your house and your home and your town, and yet you say he's nice. You must be certified silly. Do we have any brave Muslim would like to call us? Am I heard, guys? Is my voice coming clear? As you see, they try to defend by fooling you. You as a Christian, always you should arm yourself with the word of God, and the word of God will keep you really away from being silly and stupid. Be aware of false prophet who will come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but in fact they are wolves. And yet you see a Christian, naive Christian, saying, oh, this Abdul, he sounds nice. So what we learn from the Bible then? Muslims, they practice two things: aggressive when they can, or aggression, and kindness when they cannot be aggressive. What does that mean? When they can conquer you, you see, a Muslim will not be debating me about Muhammad is a prophet or not. He will bring me and he will chop my head. You like it, you don't like it, Muhammad is a prophet. So now why the Muslims are talking to us about trying to prove that Muhammad is a prophet? Because simply they cannot do the first choice, which is in the front of us in the Quran. Kill the Christians and the Jews who don't believe in Allah. This is what the verse is saying. You see the word fight here is coming from the word qatil. This is qatilu. In Arabic it's not fight. You see, because you can fight maybe by somebody you fight with your wife, right? English use the same word. In Arabic, no. Qatilu is coming from the word qatala, which means kill. So here, kill those who do not believe in Allah, not fight those. In other way, fight to kill. When we speak to people like Dr. Ruhi, the other sheikh, all of them believe in killing us. That's the fact. You will not find a Muslim he says I don't agree with this verse. unless he became an apostate. So don't make them fool you. Unless you like to be fooled. Do we have any brave Muslim would like to give me a call? Someone saying Jesus says love your enemy. Yeah, loving my enemy does not mean give them a hug. Loving my enemy is spanking them, exposing what they believe to be false so I can save them. The same Jesus we talk about is the same one who flipped the tables of those who they made the temple of God, the house of his father, a place for buying and selling. He did not give them hugs. So loving people is about by correcting them, not about giving kisses. If somebody he loves you, he don't act hypocrite with you. You cannot be loving people and you are hypocrite. You say to them you are right when they are wrong. That's hypocrisy, and this is not love. This is satanic. And Islam is a religion who teach hypocrisy and teach satanic lifestyle, and we can prove it very easy. This is again the official government website of the Kingdom of Jordan, chapter 3, verse number 28, the chapter of the Taqiyya. Have you ever heard of a cult like this? This cult teach in many chapters like 551, 923. In 923 it says even you cannot take somebody as a friend if he is, even if he's your father or your brother from your family, your blood, if they are not Muslims. But look at this one here. Here it's a warning for the Muslims. If you take someone he is not a Muslim as a friend, for whoever does that, does what? Take non-believers as friends. If you do that, you have a problem. What is the problem? You are considered to be apostate. The one who is sincere to take non-Muslims as a friend, by seeking might and honor, by taking the hypocrites and disbelievers. Supposedly we are the hypocrite. Look at this. Look at this Satan. He is teaching the Muslims to be hypocrite, and yet he calls us hypocrites as a friend. So if a Muslim he take you as a friend for real, look what it says. He has no connection with Allah, which means he became an apostate. He has no honor, which means Muslims are allowed to demolish him. Mercy or protection, they can kill him and kidnap his woman and rape her and take his child as a slave from Allah, unless it be, there's exception, when you can take non-Muslim as a friend, unless it be you guard yourself from them, save yourself from them, as it were security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them with while your heart is like this. Have you ever heard of a satanic cult more than this ugly? The God of Islam saying to the Muslims, you cannot be nice and you cannot be friend with the Christians, the Jews, the Hindus, the Buddhas, unless you are playing a game, taqiyya. You speak friendly, saying we are friends. I love Christians. I have friends, they are Christian, brother. Brother, I have many friends, they are Christians and they are Jewish and they are Hindu, brother. But in your heart, it should be the opposite. This is the only way you can take them as a friend. And the funny, the filthy devil, he call us hypocrites, when he is the one who is teaching the Muslims to be hypocrite. And look how this contradict what the Bible teach and what Jesus brought to us. The Bible even forbid us from taking an oath, even if it's truthful. Yea, yea, or nay, nay. And anything addition is from the devil. While Jesus is teaching us to be always truthful, not only when you want to take an oath. Because usually people they lie 10-24 hours, and then to prove to you that they are honest or telling the truth, they take an oath. And who is going to believe somebody is liar 24 hours a day, and now he want to take an oath anyway? I mean, if you care for God, why you are lying anyway? Imagine I bring a killer or rapist and I say to him, swear you did not rape her. If you swear, I will let you go. He will be happy to rape and kill every day and swear, and then he let go. That is the truth about this cult. Never believe a Muslim explaining the Quran or Islam to you for many reasons. Number one, they are ignorant idiot, do not know even their cult. Number two, in the best scenario, even the one who knows, he will try to lie to you his best, and lying is permitted. There's a video on YouTube translated by Memory TV. I think you know this channel. The Muslim guy, he was a sheikh. He's a sheikh. He is proud about a Muslim who was able to convert a Jew to Islam. And this is how the conversation is. There's a guy, I don't believe even the story is true, but this is what the Muslim is saying. The Muslims always they fabricate stories just to come with it to make audience. There's a guy, he's a Jew, his neighbor is a Muslim, and this Muslim keep asking him to convert to Islam. The Jew one day he said to him, well, you know what, I like to convert to Islam, but I like to drink and I like to smoke. The Muslim, he said to him, who said to you you cannot do that? The guy, he said, really? He said, yeah, you can smoke and drink. He said, drink like alcohol? He said, yeah. And the guy, he said, okay, I will take Shahada. The Muslim, he said to him, okay, repeat after me. And the guy who took Shahada, and now the Muslim, he said to him, listen, and remember the Sheikh is reporting the story. Listen, now you became a Muslim, you cannot drink anymore. He said, but you just told me I can. He said, yeah, I told you 5 minutes ago, because at that time you are not a Muslim. And now the Sheikh, he is proud about the Muslim who deceived this poor Jew, saying to him, you can. You see how they are proud about it? They are bragging about it. Right? That is Islam. Who want to believe in such a garbage? Who is going to believe in such a garbage? Any Abdul? Any Abdul? I cannot wait to go to the heaven of Allah and get all the versions. Additional proof that Islam is a stupid cult, trying to tempt us in by what is between our legs. It's not only disgusting, It's showing us the level of this religion and the level of this God. You see, if you have occasion, let us say today is your birthday. Me myself, I never celebrate a birthday, but let us say you have a birthday, and you have a friends coming to your house. One, he gave you a book about science. He likes science. The other one, he gave you a chocolate. He liked chocolate. The other one, he brought cake. The other one, he brought. I mean, you have many friends, and one of them, he come to you with porno tape. What do you think about the gift and the one who gave the gift? What if somebody says to you, I want to give you a gift for your birthday, a woman with nice boobs? What do you think about the gift and the one who gave the gift? Is he a holy man? Is he a person who really a decent person? Is he perverted? What do you think he is? The gift always present the person who gave the gift, his personality, his thought, his ideas, his way of life. Do we agree? His taste of life. What is his best for him? If Allah is not a satanic God, why he is trying to seduce me by big breast? Why he don't say a woman you will love her? I mean, why you need to tell me the size of her breast? Why you need to describe to me what is inside her vagina? Did God say to Adam, I'm going to create for you a virgin, her name is Eve, she have big breast, a nice ass? If you look at the promises of the Quran and the promises of Muhammad about having women for sex in heaven, you will notice that Muhammad do not really care for anything except sex. There's no love there. We prayed, I mean, we played before, even yesterday, the videos about Muslims speaking about heaven. Maybe we should play it again just to refresh the memory of those, or maybe some people never saw it before. Let's see. Don't take me wrong, please. You know, I have not. I don't know you. Okay, no, I'm not trying to insult. If Zach can, you can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So you can. You are proud about having
sin in heaven.
Thank you very much. Voice. What do you want to say to us, Mr. Ras? Why you are upset? You said you said this guy is a fraud.
Sin in heaven.
Huh?
Nothing is sin in heaven.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. In the heaven, you can have sex with the goat. It's fine for you, right? Nothing sin. There's no sin. You can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So you can. You are proud about having sex with your mother. You and your father, you will have sex with the same woman, which is your mother.
Anything is fun. Everything comes from God in heaven.
No problem. So in the heaven of Allah, you will have a threesome. You and your father and your mother in the bed.
Okay.
And you don't see that there's something wrong with that.
What do you not understand about nothing is sin?
Well, I'm just trying to understand, my friend. You see, I'm not smart like you. Nothing is sin. Nothing is sin. Every Muslim believes that in the heaven of Allah, nothing is sin. Which means when you enter the door of the, it's called so-called Islamic heaven, you drop your morality outside. Forget about it. Here, nothing is sin. You have sex with your mother, you have sex with your father, you have sex with a man, you have sex with a child. It doesn't matter. You have nothing to worry about when it's called sin. Isn't it obvious that this is from the devil? Sex with the mother, and he is saying to me there's no sin in heaven. Why you don't understand? I mean, Christian Prince, why you are being stupid? You say this guy is a fraud.
Sin in heaven.
Huh?
Nothing is sin in heaven.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. In heaven, you can have sex with the goat. It's fine for you, right? Nothing sin. There's no sin. You can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So you are proud about having sex with your mother. You and your father, you will have sex with the same woman, which is your mother.
Anything is fun. Everything comes from God in heaven.
No problem. So in the heaven of Allah, you will have a threesome. You and your father and your mother in the bed.
Okay.
And you don't see that there's something wrong with that.
What do you not understand about nothing is sin?
Well, I'm just trying to understand, my friend. You see, I'm not smart like you.
We think it's sin due to our social structure.
If Zakir Naik, I'm not trying to insult, by the way. I'm not trying to insult. Don't take me wrong, please. You know, I don't know you. Okay, no, I'm not trying to insult. If Zakir Naik, he want to have sex with your sister, and you like your sister, so are you willing, you and Zakir Naik, to share your sister together?
In this case, Zakir Naik in heaven, he would have a situation in which he could.
He could. So you and your sister and you Zakir Naik in one bed.
But it wouldn't be my sister.
Why not?
In heaven, think of it as anything can happen.
Well, anything can happen. So your sister, it's possible that you and Zakir Naik having sex with your sister in the same time. That's amazing. I mean, what I can say. This is beautiful, my friend. I'm really in touch. I'm thinking now to convert to Islam. And can you tell me what is the wisdom behind this? Why? Why your sister and Zakir Naik and you in the bed and you don't see that there's something wrong with that? Why do you think there's nothing wrong with that?
Look, okay, due to our social structure and morals, yes, it's wrong. But when you get to heaven, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Hey guys, how many of you is downloading those videos? Please search for sex in paradise in Islam or sex in heaven, and you will find there's more than one Muslim. They spoke about it, and all of them they agree in the same thing. Download them, share them, please, because this is very important to expose this stupid cult from the mouth of the Muslims. Here I want to mention something which is very important. When Muhammad, he promised men a lot of sex. A simple question will be, what is sex without love? You will notice that Muhammad is speaking about you having sex with women you never met. Even women, they are imported from hellfire because they are hookers. Even the Quran says that in the heaven of Allah, women, they will be taken off from them their jealousy. So which means they will not become emotional or a human anymore. They are Barbies for sex. How disgusting, how evil is that? Allah promising the Muslim, don't worry, in the heaven, those women, they will not have any jealousy and they will not give you a headache. Oh, you stuck with this woman before me. Oh, you kissed her more. No, 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 no. All of them, they will be fighting over you to have sex with you, but none of them in love with you, and you are not in love with any of them. You never met them, and they don't even have names. They call them hur. What kind of a filthy cult this cult is? Who promised me a penis will never go sleep? Who promised me women who have nice breast and nice vagina imported from heaven? And I do not know them, I do not love them, I never met them before, they never met me before. It is a destiny. So Allah, he made them to be my sex toys so I can enjoy sex, but there's no love. There's lust. How this can be from God? How any human being can accept such a thing? You sleep with the woman just because she is a woman, and the woman she sleep with you because you are just a man. It's not really hard to figure out that this is nothing but animal relationship, not a human no more. Humanity is not there. In English, they say you are making love, not making sex. Islam is all about sex, for love is not involved. And this is why Muhammad in the whole Quran never says love your wife. Instead of he's saying replace them as much as you want. And not only that, and the Quran saying that if you cannot afford to have 2 and 3 and 4 to if them, then you go for 1, which means the last chance is to have 1 because you're poor. You start with 2 packages, they come in packages. You take 2, you take 3, you take 4, and if you cannot afford it, then goes for 1. And by the way, I believe strongly that this verse never meant to have sex with 4 women. I believe strongly that this verse says you can have sex with up to 9, because the Arabic is so clear. It says mathna wa thalath wa raba', not or as they say to you in the text, in the translation. You see, in the translation they say 2 or 3. It doesn't say or. Anyone who speak Arabic, it says mathna wa, which equal to and the 3, 2 and the 3 and 4. And that explain why the earlier Muslims they have up to 9 wives. Actually, even the Muslim, they say to us that Muhammad himself, he have 9 wives in the same time, in certain time. And then that he jumped like for 11, and after he made a verse for him that he have no limit, he have a privilege of how many he can have. So go and if, not to marry. By the way, the translation here says marry. It doesn't say that. Nowhere in the verse says marry. It says if those women, to if them. If women of your choice, 2 and 3 and 4, and if you fear you cannot be justice, which means you cannot afford it to so many, to spend money, go for only 1. And here they add or the captive. That's a lie too. Doesn't say or. And the captive, all of them. If you have captives in Islam, it doesn't matter how many they are, you can have sex with all of them, even if they are 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. God, he created Adam and Eve. And Eve, she is made from the same nature of Adam, to be one together. And this is what the Bible teaches. The man and the women, they leave their parents and they became echad. They became one, united. So while Christianity teach that marriage between a man and a woman is something real, it's unity, it's not sexual relationship. Yes, it's involving sexual relationship, that's very normal, but it's not about sex. It's about unity, unity of love. And this is why the Messiah, he ordered the man to love his wife. Why the Quran we don't see where's the word love is. You have to love your wife the same as the Messiah, he loved the church. Not you have to sleep with your wife. You love your wife. Love have to come first. And you have to sacrifice yourself to your family, the same as the Messiah he sacrificed to the church. And the Messiah here, he made the women as if she is our church. So we cannot compare between the faith of Islam and how it describes sexuality. And as we see, I mean, they go beyond satanic teaching. You see, you speak to somebody who's an atheist. You ask him, do you have sex with your mother? He say, no, this is wrong. Even an atheist, he will not do it. A Muslim, he have no problem to have sex with his mother, as long it's in heaven.
Nothing is sin in heaven.
Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. In heaven, you can have sex with the goat. It's fine for you, right? Nothing sin. There's no sin. You can have sex with your mother. Okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. So you are proud about having sex with your mother. You and your father, you will have sex with the same woman, which is your mother.
Anything is fun. Everything comes from God in heaven.
No problem. So in the heaven of Allah, you will have a threesome. You and your father and your mother in the bed.
Okay.
And the funny, they say to you, do you know that story of Lut in the Old Testament where his two daughters, they have sex with their father? Well, there, two women, they have sex with their daughter. Is not God, he said to them, do that? Is not God who guide them to do that? The Bible reporting a story about what those women they did. It is your God now teaching you that you can have sex with your parents and your daughter. If this is not satanic, what is satanic? And look, this guy Abbas, he can prove that there's no kingdom of God. Abdul, don't forget to tell me about the donkey who took your prophet to the 7-Eleven heaven. And each time he arrived to the kingdom of Allah, he found guards and they are guarding the gate. And they ask him from behind the gate, who is this? I mean, have you ever heard of an angel do not know who is behind the door? Can't Allah install a security camera? Can't he buy a software from Israel, face recognition? Angels of Allah, they are asking Muhammad and the angel Jibreel, with him, the head of the angel supposedly, they are asking, who is this? He says, Jibreel. They say, who is with you? They say, Muhammad. They say, is he cold? He say, yes. The guards, they have no idea. They cannot even recognize Jibreel. And you are telling me about the kingdom of God, you fool? You better be busy with your shit. Excuse my language. Angels of God, they do not know if this is Muhammad or not. They do not know if this is Jibreel or not. This must be true story. And instead of him being upset that he will have sex with his mother, I will prove to you that there's no kingdom of God in the Bible. You are right. You became the joke of everybody in YouTube. This poor idiot, each time he call me, he gets spanked until there's no Vaseline can fix it. Is that right?
That argument here, and I will refute
Can I
that
respond to
argument
that?
right now.
So, you, Christian Prince gave you a chance.
he cuts me off all the time.
Abbas, shush. Christian Prince gave you a chance, okay, to deal with him through, what was that, Skype or phone?
Yeah.
Skype or phone? He did not only butchered you, I was in that program for 10 minutes. I'm sorry to say, He did not only butcher you, he made barbecue from you, and then he gave you out and sold you out for people to eat from that barbecue. But
Your opinion. Your opinion.
still you stand out and then say that's your opinion. What is between
say
you
something?
and Christian Prince? It is that. But
I allowed to say
as a
something? No,
Christian,
no, no,
let
no,
me
no,
finish.
no, no,
Let
no,
me
no,
finish. As a Christian, my brother and I concern
You need to be a lady.
that we don't want to have a barbecue day after day every time when you go to the Christian Prince program. It is sad to see because we're concerned for you. He's gonna butcher you again. He's gonna butcher you again. And one day, from the shame you brought to the Dawah team, you are not gonna able to come to Speaker's Corner. That makes one less Muslim
Can I
at the
say something?
corner,
You're on
and
and
that's
on.
not very good.
Can I say something now? You're on and on. Now
Goes on and on and on.
you made a lot of claims right now that Christian Prince butchered me.
Yes,
Now,
he did.
I am saying to you,
You even emailed me.
why not lady?
Didn't you email me?
Why don't you tell her be lady? You're telling me be a gentleman.
Talk
Why
to
you telling
me.
be a
Talk to
lady?
me, brother.
No, you're telling me why not telling her to let me speak?
Abbas, it's getting embarrassing. Yes?
It is.
You know
Dawah
what?
team is gonna kick you out one day.
You guys don't. You know, guys here. Let me speak. I say, God bless you. Thank you.
So Abbas, let's do this conversation.
I say God bless you. I'm going to sleep without my socks today. Every person who called me, his video is out online. Go and watch them and listen what happened to the Abdul when they called me. You see, I am a person who encourage everybody to download my videos, including the Muslims, for a very simple reason. We are always victorious. And because of Islam, you look so dummy. Very embarrassing. And actually, this is why this video today, I name it after a long chat with a Christian Prince. I have chosen to leave Islam because simply it's not a Christian Prince he make you leave Islam. It's how stupid Islam is. When you defend something stupid, you will look so stupid and people will laugh at you. That is reality. I will try to come back on air again after a few hours. I will try to do that. Maybe we will see. We have a very strong snowstorm here. I mean, I don't know when this winter will be over. I'm going to ask Allah to make me win the lotto, and then I will buy a corner lot in the heaven of Allah and 72 horny virgin waiting for me in the swimming pool, which is full of milk and yogurt, as Allah said in the Quran. I like yogurt. A river of milk, a river of wine in the heaven of Allah, brother. There's no faucet for the wine. There's a river. Brother, it's haram to drink wine, brother. But in the heaven of Allah, we have a river of wine, brother. River of wine. Are you sure? Why not? Yogurt is full of acid, you know, is going to clean you very well. Especially if you're an Arab like me, brother. Last time I took a shower, it was like a century ago. I mean, this religion is the most stupid cult ever. Brother, drinking wine, brother, is sin, brother. And you will not believe it how Muhammad was teaching them how to make wine. But let me tell you why Muhammad, he came with the idea of forbidding the drinking. Because it was very embarrassing. All his followers are a bunch of criminals and they are drunk 24 hours, 7 days a week. To the point when they pray, people, they were making fun of them. They were drunk. The whole mosque is drunk. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So Muhammad, he made this verse for the Muslims. Look what the verse saying. Oh, you believe. Pray not when you are drunken. What in the heck? Pray not when you are drunken. Why? Allah saying to the Muslim, pray not when you are drunken. This is telling us that all of them, they are drunk people. The whole congregation in the mosque, they are drunk. Takbir. Brother, take a beer, brother. Brother, yesterday I saw the moon coming down to the earth. I swear by Allah. And I saw the moon being split. 2 pieces. Brother, I saw that too after I drank 2 beer. Brother, what is beer? Brother, it's the same as camel urine, especially when it is hot and not cold. People are praying and they are totally drunk. This is religion. Why Jesus did not say to his apostle, don't pray when you are drunk? Why we do not see this case? What kind of a prophet, what kind of followers? All of them, they are a bunch of drunk men around him. And Muhammad himself was a drunk man. And now we understand where take a beer is coming from. It's not really takbir, it is take a beer. Maybe in coming videos we can show you how Muhammad even was teaching Abdul how to make wine. And he used to drink 4 days a week. 4 days a week. The guy, he was a drunk man. So what Muhammad he did, because this is embarrassing, he forbid it here. He said to them, can't you wait until we go to heaven? We have a river of wine there. Hey, brother, we have a river of wine there, brother. A river free, for free. You drink as much as you want. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. I wish I have a camera at that time and I open my live streaming in YouTube. The prophet and the believers are falling apart because they are drunk. Brother, did the prophet start the prayer? Not yet. I don't know, brother. I think the prayer started. Brother, why the prophet look like he is moving like a tree in a hurricane? Brother, I don't know. I think it is windy, maybe. A bunch of drunken people behind the prophet, and Allah himself now making a verse says, pray not when you are drunk. Allah himself. And what make it more funny, look what Allah he said in the Quran. Allah he claimed that the wine making you drunk is a miracle from Allah. It's a miracle. You say Allah don't have a miracle? Read with me. Brother, read with me. How the wine can make you drunk? It's a miracle. And of the fruit of the date palm and the grapes, once you're drinking strong drink, it doesn't say strong drink, you liar. It says alcohol. Sakaran, which means alcohol make you drunk. And also good nourishment. Allah praising the alcohol here. Therein is deed is a portent of the people who have sense. It's a miracle from Allah. This is a sign from Allah. And you know the translation is really funny. Let us change the translation. This is big tat. Let us see another certified donkey. And from the fruit of the date, palm, and the vine, you get a wholesome drink. Wholesome drink. May Allah wholesome you. Why you don't say alcohol, you liar? Why you don't say alcohol? Ah, wholesome, huh? And now I am really sick of your wholesome and threesome. It's time to get you busted. Let us see this guy. inebriating drink. I mean, I am seeing translation which is really beyond imagination. What is that? In what? Change this guy. Let us see different guy. Okay, let us see Hilali Khan. Hilali Khan. Hilali Khan is being more honest. Hilali Khan from Pakistan. Aman Rabbi Aman. Pakistani Muslim is more honest these days. Look what Khan he said, brother. He said, you drink a strong drink. This was before the order of the prohibition of the alcoholic drink, brother. Hold on. So are you saying to me that Allah was praising alcohol and later he forbid alcohol? And by the way, still the translation is false. You see, he just admitted that this is about alcohol. But why did not put it there? Because there says sakaran, sakaran, to make you drunk. In Arabic it says sakaran. It doesn't say strong drink. And here it says, and therein is indeed a sign for people who have wisdom. Brother, if you want to see one of the signs of Allah, go to the bar and see people are drinking and getting drunk. This is a sign from Allah. Takbir. Allah bragging about a miracle. He claims it is his miracle making you drunk. This is a sign from Allah. Hello. Hello. It's me who made you drunk. And then I will throw you in the trunk. And I will ship you for free. And the virgin waiting for you. Hello. Da-da-da-da-da. Pi-da-do-da-da-wee. Quran is so crazy, and you cannot tell me this is not from God. Hello, Allah. Brother, brother, why Allah is praising the wine and alcohol and vodka, brother, and he claimed that this is a miracle from him, brother? Because, brother, it's very simple. You drink some fizzy drink and you get drunk. If this is not a miracle, what is a miracle? A second ago, you were smart and you believe that Shaitan, he play with your anus. After you drink, you don't believe in that no more. Obviously, it's a miracle, brother. So a Muslim, when he is awake and not a drunk, he believes Shaitan will play with his anus, but after he get drunk, he will not believe in that. So I prefer to be drunk and not to believe in such a stupid belief. Hello. Any Abdul. And they lie to us and they say Quran and Islam consider, drunk. The God of Islam himself is praising alcohol and he is claiming that this is a miracle from him. Do we have any Abdul? Mayday. Do we have any Abdul? No Abdul. All right, guys. I think I will maybe I'm not sure. It depends on how many drink I take. By the way, I don't really drink. I have a bottle of wine. I have it for more than a year, and I have still, I think, maybe more than a half of it. Actually, more than a year. What a year? I don't know when I have this thing. So you see, what you do not know about Islam is what Muslims don't want you to know. They give you things just to fool you. Islam is like a grave, and they try to cover it by marble, and they got the money, and they put all the beautiful marble in the top of the grave. But don't forget, a grave is a grave. You cover it by marble, you don't cover it by marble, it doesn't change anything. That it is a grave. And Islam is the grave of a human being. Let us see.
Hello, my friend. Christian friends.
Yes, my friend. How are you? Are you a Muslim?
No, we talked before. I am from Russia, Ibrahim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are an ex-Muslim, right?
Yeah, yes. We talked a few times before.
Okay.
Christian Prince, I would like to invite you to my program, if you don't mind, because I'm making video, as you know. I take some people, Muslim people, to my program. They every time try to change the meaning of verses, because we are not Arab, we don't understand everything. Even these people not Arab, but they are changing the meaning. That's why I want to invite my program.
Okay, let me tell you.
As an Arab.
Yeah, there's many people that invite me to be in their YouTube, and I don't really like to be like in the way people they do it. So if you want, when you have your YouTube live, if somebody call you, I am live, you can call me. You can schedule it in the same time.
We are not making live program at the same time. It's different time.
Well, what I can do, I mean, what I can do, but you know, anyway. Or you can ask me a question and then I answer it, and then you can play my recording for them. You know what I can do, because there's many people they ask me to go to their program, and I said no, you know, because simply I don't like the way those things is set up, like interview, ask me questions, etc. I prefer a real thing, a real debate. So if you can schedule it, what time you do your broadcast?
Actually, it is with Turkish time at 10 o'clock in the evening. But I don't know your times.
10 o'clock in what time? In Turkey time?
Yes.
Well, actually, I am always almost in the same time. I mean, I start like sometime 3 p.m. You know, and that would be fine for Turkey. Why not? I mean, you know, you can still do it.
No, you know why I want you to come, because you know Arabic and you are Arab. You know this.
I understand, my friend. You don't need to explain. But for me, when I go live on air, you can call me. You can make your program with the time I do, and actually, many time I do it even in a very early. You know, I don't have really a fixed time. Like even yesterday, I did the program around 2:30 a.m. in the morning, which means it was maybe 8, 9, 10 in your time. You know, so in the morning. You know, so still you can call me if you see me on air and the time is fit for you. Open your program and do live broadcast, and if a Muslim call you, you want him to get busted, call me. Tell me, just text me first. Tell me I have a Muslim on the line. You know, I want you to explain something to him, and you just give me a call. All right?
Okay. I have a question, if you don't mind.
No, not today. Let us because I got to go for now. Maybe later, if I come on air, you can call me again. All right?
Okay. Thank you, my friend.
My friend. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Take care. Yeah. Because if I accept your invitation, I have to accept the others, and I receive tons of them. You know, I did with what his name, the apostate prophet, because many of you asked me to go. You know, but actually, I don't like this kind of you know. I mean, always I prefer to do things by my own, by myself. I do not need anyone to be by my side, and they don't need me too. So there's no point of having two people speaking about, you know, I prefer to have a real debate with real Abdul so we can have fun. Right? Barbecue. Yeah. Somebody sent me an image of Muhammad hijab and he have this in his t-shirt. You guys, you people are really crazy. I mean, who is this guy who come with this idea? Allah praise for Muhammad, That's a good one. Anyway, all right, guys. I want to say thank you for being here. May the Lord bless you. And until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and we prove it every day, and nobody can prove us wrong. Thank you, and take care. God bless.